bedtime reading?
About what?
How to serve you better?
Oh, say, I have a problem.
What's wrong?
I'm scheduled to be an acolyte today.
A what?
Acolyte.
Do you mean an acolyte?
Yeah, the guy who plays with fire.
No, Billy. No, we don't play with fire.
Oh, well, can you show me how to do it?
I'd be happy to.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go. This is the sacristy, Billy. Everything you need, you'll get from back here.
Okay.
Billy, this is a closet where you'll find all the robes. What you want to do is find one that fits you really well so you don't trip over them.
Oh, okay.
You have a little snap that you need to snap in the corner on one shoulder, and then it comes across, and there's two snaps on the other shoulder. So after you button, you want to tie these together, and that will keep the robe together. And then you want to grab a rope, you want to fold it in half, and then on the side that the opening is, you want to make a bow, go underneath, and pull through.
Oh, that looks nice.
There's other ways of doing it, but that's how I do it. So Billy, you only have to wear a robe for the first service, the traditional services. But for the late service, you can be in your own clothes. But make sure your own clothes are somewhat nice. So Billy, in this drawer, you'll find what they call tapers. And tapers are what they put into the snuffer. You'll want to check before you become acolyte to make sure the taper is long enough. This one is long enough, but I'm going to teach you how to change it anyway. You pull it all the way up, and you pull that out, and just like threading a needle, you thread the new taper in, go in about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and then pull back down. And you have a new taper.
Ooh.
Billy, there's one more thing you need to know, and that's where the matches are. And the matches are to the drawer to the left of the sink. Right here. Now you can always find the snuffers, Billy, right here on this hook in the sacristy. There's usually 2 hanging there. So Billy, for the first service, we proceed from the narthex into the sanctuary. So I'm going to show you how we're doing that now. This is a narthex, Billy. And at the beginning of the service, this is when you'll light the snuffer and follow the crucifer in. And the crucifer is the one that carries the cross. Over here, Billy, you'll find the matches or a lighter, and whichever you want to use to light the snuffer, that's fine. So Billy, after Pastor welcomes the congregation to the service and asks everyone to greet one another, he'll come back down, and when we hear the opening song, that's when you'll want to light the candle or the snuffer.
Oh, fire.
We'll stand right here, just behind the crucifer, waiting for the crucifer to go about 3 pews, and then we follow them in.
What's the crucifer?
The crucifer is the one that carries the cross in. So you want to go nice and slow up the aisle. And there's a little tab on the snuffer to keep moving the taper up if you're running out of taper. So nice and slow up the aisle, watching that flame and making sure you don't get too close to any one of the pews. Now, once you get up to the altar, it's really important that you bow. That shows respect to the cross and to the altar. So you just bow with your head, and you go in, and you light the candles. Now you walk out straight so that you don't trip. And you bow again. And you light any other candles you might see.
So Mari-Beth, which candles on the Advent wreath do you light first?
Well, depending on the week of Advent is which ones you light first. Usually it's blue, blue, pink, blue. But right now they're all white, and that's because it's after Christmas. So you can light any one first. But you always want to remember that the Christ candle gets lit last.
And that's the middle one.
Now, Billy, it's important that when you're going down the aisle, that you hold the flame upwards so that you don't get wax on the carpet and so that the flame doesn't get too big. When you're up, obviously the flame has to go down to light. And don't get nervous if it takes a little bit of time to light the candles. Just keep trying and you'll get it. Now, Billy, there is times where you might walk too fast, or you might forget to keep pushing up the taper, and the flame will go out. If that happens, don't worry. Just bow at the altar and go to the back to the sacristy and relight the taper and come back out and light the candles.
With the matches in the drawer next to the sink.
Exactly, Billy. Good job.